Hi there, my name is Danny Henderson and welcome to my beautiful channel. My guest today is Denis Rozo. She is a Colombian therapist and I'm so excited for her to be on my channel. Hello, Denis.
Hi, Danny. How are you? Thank you
I'm
for
good.
having me.
Of course, and I'm just delighted of what we're going to do for our Spanish-speaking brothers and sisters. So I'm going to give a message to our Spanish family, speaking family. And I want to acknowledge also you as a Colombian woman, Misca, Indigena,
Muisca.
Muisca, and Indigena, that there are more that there are more Spanish speaking people on the world than any other language. We always think it's English or it could be something else, Chinese, but there are different languages in China, Cantonese, Mandarin, etc. So Spanish is really the number one language, just that English is the one that's used across business.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to start my message, and this beautiful qualified sociologist, anthropologist, therapist, this brilliant brain of a woman and a massive heart. She's gonna translate. So hello, beloveds.
Hola, amados.
I'm so happy to bring my friend Denis Rozo here today.
Estoy muy feliz de traer a mi canal a mi amiga Denis.
She's such a big-hearted woman and an earth angel.
Ella es una buena mujer y es como un ángel.
She actually thinks that this message is going to be about me.
Ella piensa que este mensaje va a ser acerca de mí,
But I really want to bring her to the attention of all of you.
pero quiero decirles que esto es acerca de mí, de Denis.
This lady works so hard to help people connect mind to heart in her practice.
Esta mujer, yo, trabaja muy fuerte para ayudarle a la gente y para poner todo junto en su práctica de profesional.
And as a qualified therapist, she's learned to bridge together the holistic healing with the Western healing.
Como una terapeuta calificada, ella está haciendo una mezcla y está trayendo en la medicina del oeste la práctica de la terapia holística.
I know that she touches the souls of many, and I wanted to bring her for you.
Yo sé que ella toca las almas de muchos y por esa razón quise traerla hoy a ustedes.
The music you might be able to hear in her background is Crystal, and she's going to explain in Spanish first and then come back and speak in English to share the
La,
crystal tones.
la música, los sonidos que escuchan en el fondo son los sonidos y las vibraciones que ella está compartiendo con nosotros y voy a dejar que ella explique acerca de esto. ¿Sigo? ¿Continue?
Definitely.
So, in English first, and I translate to español. Sound therapy and vibrations are very important in our life because this is a way to connect with our higher selves. Vibrations are all, everything vibrates. We are in a 3D dimension, but in order to exist and to be, we vibrate. Everything is sound, it's geometry. But the most important thing, it came from love, from our beloved source creator. Las vibraciones son muy importantes. Todo lo que existe vibra. Sin las vibraciones y los sonidos no existiría la tercera dimensión de estos cuerpos y todo lo que hay. Es importante entender que esto es el todo que viene del amor de la fuente creadora.
beautiful. And a moment there, as you ended your vocal, the music came to a perfect finish. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I love that we are talking about sound and sound healing. And I love that you and I are attempting to bridge a beautiful love bridge to our Spanish speaking family on our planet, because I get so many messages, people saying, why don't you put the, Portuguese subtitles on and this and that and this and that? But, it's not always easy and I have no control and there's not much you can do about it. Go ahead.
So, Dani está diciendo que ella está muy feliz de que podamos hablar de vibraciones y de sonidos, aunque es muy difícil a veces traer esta información en diferentes idiomas porque no es fácil, y también lo ha sentido de gente que también habla portugués, y estamos tratando de hacer un puente entre el inglés y el español para traer un mensaje.
And I would like to say to the whole of the Spanish speaking world, lo siento, mi español pequeño.
Y Dani está diciendo que les gustaría decirles a ustedes, a nosotros los de habla hispana, que mi español es muy poquito y lo siento.
Mi español poquito, poquito, poquito. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll stop the translation for a moment. And I would just love for you just to share with us what drew you to the work that you're doing, and what are some of the results that you have witnessed with the patients that you've had.
So everything started when I had my energy medicine classes. Something incredible started happening, and I start seeing people from outside of the planet Earth. And it was like shocking because I say, who is all these people? So things start showing differently when I went to a QHHT session. And right there, everything came to my consciousness, and my highest consciousness started showing herself to me. And I understood that what I'm doing here and why it's so important for me to be here in this important time for Anegalena or Gaia, as most of you know, our beloved Terra. And when we hear the stress call from her, we didn't hesitate to come to help, because my mission, from my perspective, is being here right now to help, ayudar, help her to rise the vibrations, the waves of energy, but not only her, to guide people. And everything came together as a therapist, because I not only integrate regular therapy, but I also integrate holistic and my energy healing beautifully. Don't ask me how that start coming, but everything start coming together with my guides, my team, incredible. They are awesome. And things start coming. And when you see somebody asking for help, and then you start seeing how they start understanding and moving forward, you say, oh my God, something is happening here. So you say, oh dear, it is working.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
And you're literally like, you work out of a hospital like every week,
Yes,
and you've created
yes.
this gorgeous, holistic environment. I mean, you are the energy medicine kind of doctor, nurse, practitioner, therapist that we as a humanity will be so day to day with, because to me, this is how we bring healing. Can you tell us
Uh,
the environment? What did you create in your environment from a sterile office? What did you do to it?
so I connect every day before I start seeing my patients. In the morning, I meditate. Beautiful. Kundalini breathing. But eventually in my channel, I'm going to integrate this teaching because it is powerful. And if you don't know how to do it, you are going to get sick. But little by little, I'm going to integrate this powerful practice, because Kundalini energy is incredible to help you not only to heal, but also to wake up your pineal gland. The pineal gland that is located here between our third eye and our crown chakra portals gets calcium like crystals, and that blocks the pineal gland. With the Kundalini practice, what we do, we break those calcium deposits, if you allow me to say that. When this happens, incredible things, powerful things happen to you, but you need to do it with consciousness. Which brings me, if you allow me to explain what I'm doing in a channel that it was private before, and when Abigail Richard interviewed me, she asked me about, do you have any channel where we can contact you? I said, oh my God. 6 weeks ago, I opened that channel and it's growing. So I start this series speaking about portal chakras, and I start helping people to understand the power of breathing with consciousness. And it's not only helpful to understand your chakras, your portals, because we are portals, we are living portals, but also the breathing is helping you to deal with your anxiety, with panic attacks, to get into that mode that all we need. So you learn to breathe with consciousness, inhaling and exhaling, you are going to feel a huge difference in your life. It's powerful, Danny.
It's needed, it's needed. Again, I'm always saying that we are the most amazing technology on the planet. That's why the darkness has come for our souls. We talk about the pineal gland. This is our creation point. This is everything. This is the most important to me, jewel in the body, and it creates piezoelectricity. When we connect the Kundalini energy in the first chakra and we bring that energy up and into the pineal, this is what Yogananda was teaching. Yogananda, the great, beautiful, beloved from India, who came to California, Encinitas in LA. And he brought Kriya Yoga with a K, but it wasn't the yoga postures. It was the internal science of consciousness that Yogananda was taught by his upline, Sri Yukteswar Mahayalarisin. I've never known how to pronounce his Larry, his last name. It's one of those things, I think, like if you need to be told how to pronounce a certain name, like the River Thames in England, you would expect it to be spelled Thames, T-E-M-S. No, it's spelled T-H-A-M-E-S. Thames, you would pronounce it Thames. So it's like, here's a great one for America. Arkansas is spelt Arkansas. So
Arkansas.
you're an outsider. How could you possibly know that that's Arkansas unless you've got some kind of Dutch verbal language knowledge?
Yes.
It's quite.
It is just like, it's diversity, because we have different perspectives and we have different observations, and as we grow up in different environments, we perceive what is around us and is what we project. But it's very interesting because we are open to the change that is coming.
Yeah, we are open, and the beautiful teaching for the Kriya Yoga, the internal, the consciousness. Sri Yukteswar wrote a book too. I have it somewhere. The science of numbers, not so much referring to numerology, which is the ancient study of numbers, as you know. But we are coming together. We are dovetailing all of these great beings that came to teach. The teachings are still here, and now I feel like we're taking all of the relevant, the highest value, the highest vibrational value of each of the tomes that they left, and we're bringing them. I'm getting flashing all around my house here. That's crazy. Hi, Yogananda, love you. Just in case. Oh.
Everything is happening at the same time, Danny.
Yes.
Everything is right there. So even though we think that we are in this 3D dimension, we are in different dimensions at the same time.
Definitely. Now, listen, I did an interview yesterday with a lady called Leah, I did two. I did a quick one on my YouTube channel and then tried to pull everybody across to my Rumble channel because I can't tolerate the bullying and the evil censorship. And so to ignore the authority that I have no respect for, zero. We talked fully about the Maui fires, what we see as really nefarious behaviors there. And certainly I wanted to speak to somebody who's actually there now. And I did.
Absolutely.
And then we brought GoFundMe, and I'll put all of those GoFundMes right under this broadcast, guys. And if you can't, and so today somebody wrote to me and said, I'm trying to go fund, but it won't work. Oh, really? Here we bloody well go. They're trying to force the Red Cross and those tossers. Just go away. The people will take care of the people, right? This is what we're doing. People will take care of the people. Like, I'm not saying we need the structures out there to bring food and water because they haven't been. They turned the water off. The firemen couldn't put the fires out. Can you believe that? I believe that.
Yeah.
This lady
Yes.
tells the truth. So I'm going to tell people as well, there's going to be an email to Leah that I will put under this broadcast before Dennis and I go any further, because it's just so important. And if you can't use a GoFundMe, then you can email Leah and she can guide you elsewhere. So we can get as many funds as possible. There were no diapers, no formula, no water. Can you imagine? Just unthinkable.
Wow.
But like you said,
It's
everything,
just
right? Everything everywhere, all at the same time right now. Now, what do you suggest that people can do, Dennis, to connect to their own portals, but to keep themselves safe? And then do that also in Spanish, please.
so, first of all, connect with your higher self. And how you start perceiving that presence is opening your portal chakras. And how you do that? Self healing o auto healing o autosanación en español. Conectándonos con nuestros portales. And I am doing this series in my channel that if you allow me later, I can share it. So what we need to do is starting, the guides are, unfortunately for now, it's in Espanol, but I can help doing some guidelines in English. Start watching those videos, observing what is happening in each portal chakra. And the idea is opening those chakras. And how you do that? Working in your inner child. And I know, Danny, you have been helping people to understand this piece. And listen, all we have to do this work individually because all we have are 3D bodies. We are one. We are one. But in order to come together, we need to do our inner work. Once you understand this and you start opening your portals that incredibly are put it inside of us, and you start giving, everything goes in this rotation to the right because it's in a spiral of energy that is started in the center of the earth, where is the spirit of our beloved. And she comes, and if you call her, she's going to come and she enter through your feet. That's how I do my healings, Danny. And then you start going up. As you go, you start giving what you need to give and your traumas or the things that you need to work on. And little by little, you start recognizing who you really are. It is important because we are in these bodies of 3D to work in our root chakra, sacral chakra, and our solar plexus. The first one is located in your coccyx. The second one, the sacral chakra, is located in your reproductive area. And the third one is down there of the heart, near to the stomach. That is the solar plexus. These are important because are part of who you really are. Once we heal them, we continue. Important, Danny. Our heart is our balance. It is the center where you find that quiet moment with our source creator. And that energy is the energy that is going to help us to move forward. And then when we work with the upper portals, we start to remember who we really are. It is important to open the portal chakra throat, because right there is how we are communicating in these 3D bodies. And our third eye, because right there is where we start to remember clarividence, all those gifts that we have, Danny. And with our crown chakra is the information coming from the universe down in this direction. It's a lot to say, it's a lot of information, but it's something that we really need to do. Español. Es importante empezar a trabajar en nuestros portales chakra inferiores usando la energía del planeta que viene del centro de la Tierra, subiendo en forma espiral hacia la derecha, y nos encontramos en el centro, que es nuestro corazón chakra, que es donde se encuentra el balance y donde está la estructura del amor. Es muy importante recordar abrir los chakras superiores para recordar quiénes somos. Haciendo estos ejercicios diariamente, it is important to meditate daily, Dani. We need to do our breathing exercises. We need to drink a lot of water, because when we started to transmutate the energy, the water is a detox, because we start flushing out all those toxics that are the product, if I can use that expression, of trauma or all suffering that we have been going through since we incarnated in these bodies. And it is important to know exactly where are we coming. Like, for example, in my case, I come from Colombia. I'm a Muisca Indigena. And my vibration for my higher self had to match this body in order to work properly and functioning, to bring a message. Es importante explicar que yo provengo de los indígenas muiscas de Bogotá, Cundinamarca, Colombia. Y es importante entender que las vibraciones deben unirse cuando encarnamos en estos cuerpos de la tercera dimensión, para que nuestra conciencia alta pueda tener armonía con nuestro cuerpo de la tercera dimensión.
That's brilliant. You're blowing me away, honestly. Next year, our next JISIC, if we have Ketsa Shah back next year for 2024, we'll have to hire you to translate for him on stage, because you are so good. You know, it's so beautiful, in my opinion, the Colombian, that there's, I mean, every single country and peoples have different elements. Some are more expanded than others in different countries. The passion that comes from the Colombians in Colombia, the passion that comes out of you as a representation of that energy, you know, that you chose to incarnate into. And this is the thing as well, when everyone's like, I didn't choose to be born, blah, 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 blah. Well, once we get past the misery story and the woe is me, we come to the point that we actually did. And it sucks. I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get past it when I was a child. I was like, no, there's no way I would have picked this family, this situation, this body, this. But we did. And if we just get past that and recognize that this is our opportunity, like you're saying, we are in the healing expression now. And ladles and jelly beans, I'm bringing you people like Denis Rozo here, who speaks Spanish, who can translate, who can gift you something. And it isn't just for her ability to speak her mother language, let alone British or English, the way that you do so well. I am in awe, in absolute awe of every single person on my planet who can speak 2 languages well, because that is a truly intelligent being, a truly intelligent being. And so grateful for you. But yeah, so I brought you for many reasons, because I really believe in you, and you touched my heart when I met you, and I thought you'd be so special for some people to sit with and have sessions with, and we can bridge that gap. And then you mentioned Abigail Richard, or Abigail Richard, who I had on my channel, guys, the other day, and she's under the title of Soul Transmission Therapy, and she's French. So she can bridge the French with her therapy, and she's very much an introverted little star seed, as many of you watching are. And she has a method of therapy where she creates artwork. It's Japanese origami. She brings music in and she creates a package to send to the person that said to her, "Here are my questions." And she takes 4 hours, 4 hours of her time immersed in the desire and the need and the questions of a client.
Yes.
And so, guys,
Yes.
again, there is the French link. This is the Spanish link right here. And it makes me so happy to do this, to bring people on the channel who can touch and help and just keep fanning out, the healing wherever we need it. Now, you had a session with Abigail, didn't you?
Yes, vice versa. Both. No, both. How would you say that in English? Both.
Yeah.
I did a session for her. She did a session for me, and we helped
Wow.
each other. And we came with many realizations about experiences and oh, beautiful, beautiful. Listen, we are brothers and sisters. We are one. It doesn't matter what language we speak. You know what? This is about perception. This is about vibration. This is about energy. It doesn't, we don't need to be face to face. The beauty about the energy, Danny, is I can do a healing wherever you are and wherever I am, and I can touch your energy with your permission, obviously. And the healing is done. And
Yeah.
that is the beauty about this.
It's
Both.
great. And you're right, your remote healing. I, as an individual, have set my protections up, and to a point that anything or any non-thing, any no thing or any being,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to get tasered and sent back to point of origin. I have zero tolerance, and I really want to encourage people to really put up extra protection right now, because the energies are crazy, as we are seeing. The world, her wheels have fallen off, and the people are dissenting everywhere because the governments are failing, falling, and trying their hardest to create as much harm. It's like when we kick the greys and the reptilians off our planet, the traps they left. And now we've got the bad behaviors of the non-elites trying to harm us. So let's give our brothers and sisters a little bit of help there. What protection technique could you suggest for people to keep themselves safe in English and Spanish, please?
In Espanol. So what I suggest and I do, it is call for help to the high realms, the high dimensional beings, 12, 13, and they come to you like this. It's different how we move in 3D, but when we think about something, it's no barriers, and they come. Call them as you wish.
Okay, my name is.
Angelicals, we can say it, and but they come and they breaks, and everything comes with this protection. What I do is right now in this conversation and this communication, we have a blue iridescent bubble around Annie, around myself, her house, my house, around everybody who is watching this. And that is what we do every morning when we connect. And is what I do when I connect and I'm doing my job, which my job is sending love, sending love. And I start like that. I start blue iridescent bubble, blue iridescent for my doggy, for my husband, for my house, for the land. And then I expand myself for family members, friends, connected people, you guys, Danny, Elena, Mr. Collier, all people, boom, 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 boom. It's in seconds. And then I go to the inner earth and I start doing protection, protection, protection. How it's called? Unconditional love, because that is what we are sharing. And how you protect yourself? rises your vibration and put that blue iridescent bubble around you, which is protection. And the Merkaba, that I don't know if you are familiar with, but this is an ancient a geometric figure that you can get inside and you are protected. And the way how I do this protection is I work with different high beings and um, Metatron. I don't know if you are familiar with this
Yeah, I know there are two
incredible being.
Metatrons. There's two Metatrons, like there's pretty much two of everything, two Archangel Michaels at this stage. And again, for our protection, we've got to be
Yeah?
very vigilant.
Thank you for saying those names.
Yeah,
Yes.
very vigilant.
So it is like a formula, if I can use that expression, because Metatron is who facilitate the whole situation. It's an expansion of this powerful energy. And Michael or Miguel is the one who comes and he breaks any energy that doesn't belong to us. And Uriel, that is another one, he comes and he put light, incredible light. I'm trying to explain in little words here because it's tough to bring all that information through this mouth. And also Ariel, which is white energy that comes to us and take us through it and give us that peace that overcomes everything. And right there, you are protected. But remember, the blue bubble, the blue iridescent bubble. Español now. So, estoy hablando acerca de las protecciones que hacemos. Y Dani me está preguntando qué protección podemos usar por esas energías oscuras que a veces vienen y nos invaden. Y estoy hablando acerca de estos seres supremos de la dimensión 12 y 13 que empiezan y nos ayudan cuando nosotros llamamos a ellos. Y Metatron, que es uno de ellos, él viene y forma como una fórmula donde nos empieza a proteger, donde está Miguel, que les hablamos, decimos arcángeles, y él viene y rompe cualquier energía negativa que exista. Y también está Uriel, que es una flama gris, y él ilumina todo nuestro entorno. Y viene Ariel con su energía blanca que atraviesa nuestro ser y nos da la paz absoluta. Y ahí estamos protegidos. So that is the importance about protect ourselves. The other piece is when we are vibrating high vibrations, dark entities cannot reach us. Because we are powerful multidimensional beings. But we need to know who we really are. And nobody can touch us. We are untouchable because we are powerful.
It's a really good idea right now also to be very mindful of those that think that we have these massive abilities and we're warriors and we can just go up against a demonic energy. I don't advise that at this time. They are the more dangerous. They are the most merciless at this time. They mean to do as much harm as possible. And so our role is really, I feel, to keep focus on self-healing. And, you know, people are like, I need to heal the world. No, my love, you need to heal you first because you are the world. We start here and then we can go out. But it's like going out with, you know, with chicken pox. You know, you're like, I'm all right. I've only got a few scabs, bit itchy. You're as infectious as everything. You're going to infect your energy. You're not going to give the purity of yourself to someone, are you? Go ahead.
Yes. So don't start conversations with low vibrational beings. We don't have to. Just ignore them. Because if we say, oh, how come? No. You need to know who you really are and be powerful when you allow situations. But if you don't know, just keep moving. Just if you see whatever you are seeing, elevate your vibration, ask for help. And once that is happening, that is your team, they come to rescue you too, then you are protected. But you need to believe manifestation. You manifest and things happen, but you need to understand what you are doing, because if you don't know, fear comes from lack of knowledge, Danny. If you don't know, you become like, oh my God, what is this? But if you have knowledge and you know what you are doing, don't hesitate 1 second. Estoy hablando que si usted se apodera de quien realmente es usted y no le presta atención y no entra en diálogo con estas fuerzas oscuras, todo lo que tiene que hacer es levantar sus vibraciones, elévese y pida ayuda a las fuerzas de arriba y a su equipo, porque todos tenemos un equipo. No empiece en diálogo con nadie, pero sepa y entienda que el conocimiento lo va a llevar a estar fuera y libre de todo sufrimiento o de miedo, porque es eso lo que nos da miedo, la falta de conocimiento.
Beautiful. Now, again, we are having all of our teachings desecrated as we come to understand that once the religious systems were set up, then the spiritual realm of people, humans that didn't want religion, and chose to play with angels and fairies and, do the self-healing that we're discussing, became the biggest targets, which is why I said the warning of there are two Metatrons, and the cube with the false one is black cube energy, which is very dangerous. It is satanic. And so we need to be really careful and of how we feel into something. Now, I am not a Christian. I mean, Christianity was created way after Jesus Christ died. But I have my own personal relationship with Jesus. And so I have done so many different investigations, land blessings, home blessings, new business blessings, helping houses sell by going and connecting with the land and doing prayer and doing ritual, holy water, sage, the beautiful ancient technology that's always been there, that the religious people are threatened into thinking that's dark, which it isn't. The people that threaten them are dark, because how could we question ancient technology? It's like when we say today, hey, what was called as the Tatarian culture, or at the very most, let's just pick a beautiful building, the Duomo Cathedral in Florence or Firenze. By the way, if you ever go to Florence, you are not going to see the word Florence written anywhere. They call it Firenze, Firenze. Trust me, I went there and then I found out the hard way. Florence is called Firenze, and there is a beautiful cathedral, the Duomo, the Napolitan. Oh my God. Napolitan. Oh my God, I can't find the word.
Napolitano.
Napolitano. Yes, there you are. There you are. And this beautiful cathedral is round the corner from where the original David is housed, a huge marble. I couldn't stop crying when I saw that. Anyway, the thinking, you go in this cathedral and you're just so overawed. It's so big. It's so, and we're like, how? Because they've taken all the knowledge, all the information. And here we are today, and we're like, how did this? How did that? Because the people took it out the Bible. They took books from you. They changed the history. People are like, no. But yes, my love. And that is why we've got to breathe into the body. We need people like Dennis. We need people like Abigail. We need people like Elena Denan. We need all of us together to bring the love, to bring the kindness, to give you a little bit of a jab, because we haven't got time for people, falling down and not getting up. We all go through our trauma, but then we love, but we cannot stay there. We cannot, I read this once, you cannot unpack your suitcases and stay in your misery. You owe it to your beautiful self to get into recovery, find something that helps you and move forward, knowing that it's not the end. It's not the end. It's the beginning of the truth that was always hidden from you, right?
Yeah, it is temporary. If you allow me, I'm going to try to summarize what you say beautifully en español. Dani está hablando acerca de tener cuidado porque hay dos fuerzas y se llama la dualidad. Y cuando hablamos de Metatron, ella está diciendo que hay oscuridad y hay luz. Que tenga cuidado porque no se mezcle con lo oscuro porque también está diciendo que todo ha sido tergiversado y cambiado y que las religiones se encargaron fue de cambiar todos los conceptos y nos enredaron en esta madeja de mentiras donde nos hemos confundido. Y lo importante, lo último que dijo Dani es, tratemos de trabajar en nuestras cosas primero para poder después salir y ayudar a otros. Mientras no hagamos ese trabajo interno, ¿cómo vamos a ayudar a otros? I did my best to condense.
Are so good, girl. You're so good at this. All right. Now, I wanted to ask you a couple of things here. I want to remind people as well that Denis Rozo here is a bilingual, obviously Spanish and English speaker. She's a qualified therapist, a holistic therapist. She works out of a hospital. She does do private sessions. You do work with the beautiful crystal bowls, which we can just about hear in the background there. You're a sociologist and an anthropologist. You are so fascinating, and you are Colombian, which I'm sure to you is one of the greatest things that you can claim yourself to be. Now, you mentioned also Anegalena as another name for Mother Earth. Can you tell us? I love that. See what it does to your body. See, that's what I love. I resonate with Planet Key, because that was the original Anunnaki name for Earth. Now it's no longer in Anunnaki hands. You know, it's now Tara, Tara. I don't like that word. That's my own personal, because it's been such a terribly used word to create fear. Obviously, terror, not terror. And so for you, when I say to you, Anegalena, your body breathed it in, your body responded. It's a beautiful thing for people to recognize themselves doing that. How we don't realize the unconscious movements, the breath, the response, the feelings that we generate. Can you tell us about Anegalena? What is that? Where did it come from?
Anegalena is the name of my sister Gaia, so everybody knows what I'm speaking about. We have been together for eons, together doing many missions together. And we used to be dragons, and we have been in different dimensions, and we have been doing things together for a long time. So it's just so much information to say in 2 seconds, but when she called and we respond, we left whatever we were doing out there to come through, help her. Listen, try to imagine this incredible soul with the most purest love, unconditional love, that is giving us herself for you and I to experience this life right now, here in these 3D bodies. Even though it's a lot of stress for her because there are many things happening in the planet, she is still resistant, but you feel the pain, and we cry with her. But I concentrate and elevate her because I don't want to cry with her. I want to hold her and tell her how much I love her, because it's what you and I need to do. We need to work in our inner situation. And when you do that, you know what happened, guys? The vibrational field in your body is going to help her. And she is going to continue her journey ascending, because she is ascending as you and I are, because many energetically things are happening in our galaxy, in this area, and in our planet. So she needs us. She needs us. So that wherever you are right now, think about what you need to work on and start sending that love, not the suffering, not the suffering. To begin with, we signed contracts before we came here to this incarnation. We knew, we choose to come here, and we choose to experience anything that we are experiencing here, trauma, anything that you are dealing with. you agree with this before you came here, as I agreed to come here and forget it about who I was. And I have to start, since I incarnated in this body in Bogota, Colombia, and start like, wow. And I was trying, believe me that I was trying to speak to me about any religion, and I can't tell you, because I was very dedicated trying to find myself. Anegalena is this beautiful being who is sacrificing herself to give us a home for years and years. And this is a time for us to come together and raise that love vibrations. Raise that love. Raise it. Just breathe, drink water, connect with Anegalena. You know something beautiful? Remove your shoes and go to walk and feel. It's like a magnet. When you are walking and you feel that something is doing this to your body, that's her. That is the spirit of Anegalena taking you, taking care of you, and you don't even know. You feel, oh, weird. Lie down there and feel. And you know something else? If you feel and if you sense that the trees are speaking to you, the birds are speaking to you, you are not crazy. You know what? Because you are changing your perception, and that energy is changing so much that you start listening. You say, oh my God, I'm crazy. You are not. And you are not the only one saying that. We are experiencing that more often than you even imagine. Too much?
Oh, darling. No, sweetie, not too much. Perfect. And you raise a perfect point when you say that you've been feeling in your own personal journey with Anegalena, and that you recognize you've connected with this soul presence before. We're invited to, as individuals, when we connect to the planet and we feel what we bring back to ourselves, and then we correspond through the body, and it gives us words to describe. We're feeling pain, but that pain's in us. She's a mirror for us too. So as she's going through her ascension, we are going through our ascension too. And so it's beautiful that you highlighted that connecting with her, and what comes up is for us to look at, definitely. This planet to me, she is the biggest, most powerful. She has more power than Pele, in Hawaii. And the fire that went into Maui, that was not Pele. That was not Pele's will. The fire to burn through there, that was man's will. The assholes that are running the planet that want that land. Anyway, moving along, I wanted to just acknowledge that in my mind, our Earth, she has the ability in 1 second to flip herself over. She has the power to shake the fleas, which are us, off of her beautiful body. She always has had. People say there's global warming now, it's called climate change. That's the new social engineering, like the UFO to UAP. Guys, please don't say UAP. Please don't let yourselves be programmed in real time in front of you. You know that. There's a great example, UFO, UAP. If it was significantly different or meant something of value, it wouldn't be identified aerial phenomena, would it? Like identified flying object. It's like, please move along. Don't let yourselves be controlled by the media and by the governments and what to say. But anyway, I believe that this mother, my mother, Gaia, Pachamama, Tara, Ki, can be, in her mind to get us all off, to stop everything, But she's part of a family, and her family are the other planets. Her family
Yes.
are the other heavenly bodies. And she's
Yes.
moving
Yes.
her position. You can actually measure where she was in situ, in her place in the solar system. Mathematically, she has physically shifted. That's going to have a massive effect on us. There are so many things, there's so many layers happening. One day we're all going to meet in the center of the central sun, the soul, the creative energy that we are. We're going to go, bloody buggering hell. It was so obvious the whole time, and we got into drama and fights and criticisms and this and that and addictions and and then one day,
That
and that day's coming. That day's coming. Um, can you give us a breathing exercise, please?
absolutely, my pleasure. Just think about it for a moment, that we are this beautiful creation with these beautiful lungs we have, and through our nose we are going to breathe life, oxygen. Transform around you that oxygen. It doesn't matter where you are, in the city, contamination or not, you have the power to transform, and it's going to get inside of you clean. So we breathe through the nose, and to control the breathing, otherwise we can hyperventilate ourselves and this produces a panic attack. We are going to raise our hand while we inhale through the nose, and then we are going to pause because we are holding the air, and when we exhale through the mouth. So I am going to do the exercise complete, and I'm going to explain to you, and then you follow me. This is called neuroplasticity, which I use neuroscience as well. So much to say, but we are like, so inhale through your nose and we raise our hand. This is a square that I do with children, with adults, with elders. Everybody enjoy this exercise. It's simple and it's awesome. So inhale through your nose. We pause. And now we exhale through our mouth. And we pause again. This second pause is telling you, your brain, get ready because we are going to breathe again. So again, inhale, nose. Pause. And pause. Why my second attempt was like, oh, because when we inhale positive thinking. When we exhale through our mouth, all that stress goes out, all negativity. That is the power of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity replaces the way of thinking, and we have been doing this highway of information in our brain for years and years. But when we start breathing with consciousness and we change our ways of thinking, this new highway start growing and growing as we integrate positive thinking through our breathing exercise. So it's breathing, tune, 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 inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth 3 times. After you do that, you do it through your nose. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And we do this 3 times. Just try it, 2 for a second, and you are going to feel the difference. Go to my channel. I have this information in Espanol for the ones who I didn't translate today enough in Espanol, because the exercise I right there, I number each lesson that I'm giving in there, so you can be more aware about what we have been speaking here today. Danny.
Great. Tell us the name of your channel.
Oh, can I share it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna flip you over because we didn't do this at the beginning. I'm just gonna make you the host, my gorgeous girl, so you can just take control. Okay, you're in the driving seat.
Here it is. So I just opened this channel for the public 6 weeks ago. I have posted 63 videos, don't ask me how. I do photography and I do a lot of videos for nature because that has a purpose to impact people with nature, with our beloved Anegalena. And then what I do is not only I am teaching about the lectures of the chakras and breathing and etc. But I also helping people to understand our portal chakras and our sound therapy. So let me see if I can share with you. Surely, I think this is a cool video because I wasn't counted. The sun was right there reflecting the singing bowl, and this is the crown chakra where we activate our pineal gland. And through the vibration and the sound, we speak to our being, our higher self. And also, I share a lot of things about animals, Danny, because where I live is in the middle of nowhere, and it's a lot of nature and a lot of my puppy, and these are red foxes. So basically, what I am trying to do and what I am trying to invite you, it is to be more aware about too soon. I remove it.
I know, great. I was just nodding off there with the panpipe. No, it's a beautiful channel and it's brand new, and I'm so grateful. We're always looking. We want to go to a channel and we want to just relax, and we want to, like the other day when you just showed that little video there of the chakra, of the crown chakra opening, the blue crystal bowl. I was changing sheets on the bed and I had you on, and I was playing that video while I was like just doing my chores, and it was just so lovely. And this is for people that think, oh, I haven't got time to relax and I haven't got time to breathe. If you haven't got time to breathe, well, you're not even here, you're actually dead, because we can't live if we're not breathing. We do have time. We do have time to gift ourselves the self-care that you give for free in for example, on your channel. Now, tell us, how do we go about booking you for a session, for a private one-to-one session?
So I guess I can publish my email. I don't know. So right now, people that I'm helping with my healings is people from Telegram. But it just, my email is Denis, as you can see, Denis, Zebri, Z as a zebra, D as a Victor, ORY at gmail.com. Again, D as a doctor, as a day, as a dog, ENIS, ZAB as a Victor, ORY at gmail.com. And if you are in Telegram, you can find me with the Chicks group, with Spanish, like Galactic a group with in Espanol. Just there's so many groups in Telegram, and I'm trying to open, or I open a channel in Rumble, RUMBLE, and I'm trying to do that channel in English, but for now it's only sound therapy. You have to speak, people just enjoy the sound, and then you can reach out people. I just listen. This is an informal channel. I wasn't even thinking about that because my mission is just spreading more my love and helping Anegalena. But the situation came, and remember, we are one. And when somebody say, and then you say, oh my God, I didn't think about that. But listen, 6 weeks and people is coming to the channel, and I am so grateful with my love, with my good intention for you guys.
Yeah.
This is our time. Listen. It's love. Love, amor. That is what is curing, is healing, is fixing. Love. It's nothing else. Amor, amore. That is what you need. What is love? giving yourself to the universe, expanding that energy, unconditional energy that source creator put inside of you and inside of me. And if you don't feel love, then what we are doing here, guys, this is about love, amor, amore. Just breathe that love, breathe. Say it with me, love. And you feel the sense and you feel that oxygen right there. And if you don't know happiness, that is happiness. Somebody in the channel was asking in Espanol, Danny, about, I am wondering what it's feeling like to be in a fourth-dimensional, fifth dimension. And I say, you can reach that. You know how? With your heart, love, and light. Because the fourth dimension is love, is when we are coming together to be one. And the light is love and light. And that is the fifth dimension right there. And when you reach this, I'm going to tell you this, guys, that this happened to me. I say, oh my God, what is this? Everything in nature starts bright. It's like shiny. And you say, what is happening? Like when it's raining, Danny, and it passes and the sun comes and everything shines. That is how you feel. And then you start feeling the energy from the forest, from the sky. Everywhere you go, you start feeling that. And right there is where you start experiencing the happiness you are looking for. It is inside of you, my darling friends, inside of us.
Right, that's where the treasure chest is, always was, and always will be inside of us as we come to figure out ways to get and tap into self and give permission to ourselves to tap into self, which is the one thing that the restrainers and the authorities don't want us to do, but too bad, so sad. We're all on channels like mine and yours, sharing our gifts, sharing our love, and bringing people tools and techniques rather than wishy-washy bollocks. So, my
Yes.
love, I want to come to you for your final words for this particular broadcast, please.
If you allow me, and if I may, my YouTube channel is Denisi9, DENISSI number 9, Denisi9. If you want to reach out to my channel, my last word, love yourself enough to share this information. Ámese lo suficiente para compartir esta información. ¿Y cómo nos amamos? Entregando todas nuestras cargas. Just lift it out any powerful way that you have right now and start feeling and sensing that love. Stop doing that programming. We have a program. But once you start getting out of that programming, you know what I'm going to tell you? You start experiencing life as the fullest, with love. Take time for yourself. 2 minutes. I'm not saying you have to meditate for hours. You can do this. Sorry, my meditation starts jumping. So take a minute, 2 minutes, breathe, meditate, connect with your teams. We have incredible teams. If you are not from Terra or from Anegalena, we have incredible family up there helping us out. Unconditional love. That is what is going to bring you where you need to be. Unconditional love. Amor incondicional es lo que lo va a llevar donde usted necesita estar. Visíteme en mi canal, Denis, D-E-N-I-S-S, y los I son de iglesia 9, Denis y 9, y ahí me encuentra, con mucho amor, with love for everybody. Dani.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
My pleasure, my love, my pleasure. I'm so happy to have you on. I'm so happy to share your passion and your verve for life and your energy. And I know that people are just going to be like, oh my God, I love her. Right? So let's bring the best people we know onto the platforms and share them all. Share away. Yeah, Denis, you're a total joy. And I'm really happy to bring you on. And can't wait to hear about the people that come to you and the people that listen to your channel and just tune into the beautiful music you've created with the crystal bowls and help themselves find a nice place, soft place to land and fill up with those harmonics, because those harmonics alone are very, very healing. I want to take a moment here to mention the Maui fires again, you guys, because it's very important that we understand that there are things happening where people are not getting the supplies that they need. And the Red Cross, and I forget the other one, the other FEMA, they were stopping people getting food or water. And this is true. I just did an interview on my Rumble channel last night with Leah. So I'm going to give you Leah's email. Leah is there, boots on the ground. Her daughter lost her house. She tried to get in. Their animals burnt to death. It's horrific, horrendous, and tragic. These people are broken right now. They need love. They need good energy. They need to see us standing shoulder to shoulder with them and putting money directly into their hands, not through an organization, directly to them. Now, Leah's email here is Maui Lahaina Fire. Maui Lahaina Fire @gmail.com. Okay, Maui
Dani,
Fire@gmail.com. Yes.
español. Dani está hablando acerca de los fuegos de Maui y está compartiendo el correo electrónico de la persona que ella entrevistó, que por medio de ella van a llegar las ayudas a Maui, y ella está dando el correo electrónico donde pueden contactar a esta persona. Si usted está interesado en ayudar, Dani, can you please tell me again the email so I can say it en español?
It's Maui Lahaina Fire@gmail.com.
Es Maui, M-A-U-I, Lahaina.
Lahaina.
Lahaina, Dani.
Lahaina.
Lahaina.
Lahaina. Lahaina o Lahaina.
Lahaina. Lahaina, como suena. Fuego, fire, F-I-R-E, y @gmail.com.
Eva.com. Love it. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay, guys. So I am coming up soon with, I'm interviewing Pat Vegas from Redbone, you know, that ancient band, the indigenous band. Yeah, Native American and their song. He's going to be at the conference in the audience. I'm interviewing him. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've also got the Jisic ladies, the lady speakers coming up, which is Anegalena Danan, Karina Pataki, Dr. Christiane Northrup. Oh my God, Melanie Charret, me, I'm speaking this year, and Nikki Allen, the British psychic medium. I've also got
Dr. Sala.
Another male. He is he's an alien. He's an alien. We're going to see him this week on my channel. Yes. I've also got Kerry Kay. Now, oh my God, Kerry Kay. Wow. People are going to be blown away by her too. I'm just bringing the best people on this channel for the healing for everybody, for tapping in, for getting resources. Kerry Kay is one of them. Who else am I doing? Oh, and on this week too, me and Anegalena Danan are going to do Cedars Part 4. We've got Cedars Part 3 coming out tomorrow, which is going through her tome of work, The True History of Your Planet. And we're going to be recording Part 4 this week. So just quick update there. Again, Denis, thank you so much.
Dani, one second. Dani está hablando acerca del libro de Elena Danan, que se llama Las Semillas o los Seeders en inglés, que ya está en español. So consíganlo. El nombre de ella es Elena Danan, D-A-N-N-A-N, y ese libro está en español. Les recomiendo que lo compren. No son costosos, léanlos. Ella está hablando que están tomando secciones del libro para poder expandir más el conocimiento. Elena Danan, Las Semillas o The Seeders.
Bravo, darling. Thank you so much. All right, so I send my love to you, Denis Rozo. Thank you so much again, very much.
Thank you to you. Thank you.
You're a very special lady. And to you guys out there, again, sending you so much love. Stay strong. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. Grab all the tools that you can. If you can afford a session with Dennis or Abigail or me or anybody else like that, come on, put yourself first, self-care. If you don't have finances, that's okay. There's so many free resources for you now. Sit and focus on your well-being. And then when you're standing up right then, you can reach out and you can help others. Until next time, I send you my love, and I'll see you soon.